We're now up to part 17 of going through every upcoming indie game on my wishlist, and what a ride it has been. Don't worry if you've missed the previous episodes, now's the perfect time to jump in. None of these games have release dates yet, aside from this first one, Still Wakes the Deep, a narrative horror adventure set on a Scottish oil rig in the 70s. Comes out June 18th, and honestly it looks stunning. I don't really have any other comments. Windblown is the next game from Motion Twin, the creators of Dead Cells, and they're going in a bit of a different direction with this one. It still is a roguelite, but no more pixels. Top-down, lightning-fast 3D action, a fantastical floating village, and just one of the many games on my wishlist. Now here's one I really didn't know what to make of when I saw the trailer. Big Walk combines these photorealistic landscapes with Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. It's described as a cooperative online walker-talker from the creators of Untitled Goose Game, and it looks like you and your friends will be presented with a series of bizarre puzzles to talk through and solve together. Blade Runner 2023 Labyrinth. Listen, I'm not here to argue about what defines an indie game. Yeah, this is a big franchise, but it's being published and developed by Annapurna, and it looks to be one big old detective mystery set in the near future. In the developer's words, Endicopia is a point-and-click puzzle adventure that is visually reminiscent of early computer edutainment games with underlying horrors. And I love it. I'm scared, I'm intrigued, I'm creeped out, maybe I'll even learn some math along the way. You never know what a game like this might throw at you. While we're taking a look at untraditional spooks and suspense, this is Grunn, a horror gardener. You're hired for some maintenance work over the weekend, a simple task, but strangely some of your tools are missing. The owner of the garden isn't around, and their house seems to be off limits. I actually just saw on Twitter today that more news is coming soon, so keep an eye out for that if this one interests you. Now, it seems like there really haven't been too many BMX games coming out recently. Street Dog BMX is gonna change that though. It's got the perfect blend of colorful, cartoony graphics and weighty, satisfying looking riding. Definitely one for all you extreme sports fans to watch out for. Another sports game with a free demo, this is Beastie Ball, a turn-based volleyball RPG. Super fun idea here. Your beasties get stronger as they bond, and you can use their strengths and weaknesses to your advantage by putting together the ultimate team as you roam an open world filled with bosses and challenges. Also with a demo, Of Love and Eternity is set in the world of Beyond, a land filled with lost souls like a never-ending dream, or a nightmare. It's sort of a horror game, but it can also be peaceful and beautiful. Definitely a one-of-a-kind experience. Ever since I played the first installment, I have been really looking forward to South Scrimshaw Part 2, a free visual novel series set in an alien ocean. It's got beautiful illustrations, a super emotional story that made me tear up a few times, and you should all go play the first one. Take flight in Sky Ocean's Wings for Hire. Experience adrenaline-filled turn-based dogfights as you take the role of captain and unite a party of ragtag sky pirates on an unforgettable journey. I love the design of the planes, the UI, and I think I might become too attached to these characters and all their whimsical tales. Lay of the Land is a sandbox adventure game set in a fantasy world where everything is physically simulated. So use the environment to your advantage and explore, fight, loot, and build in a fully simulated voxel environment. If you're curious about the tech behind this one, you can find a ton of progress footage on the dev's YouTube channel. Hail to the Rainbow is the story of a lonely young man trying to survive in the cold, harsh wasteland that is post-apocalyptic Russia. It's sort of a narrative adventure game with some horror and FPS elements, and I'm curious to see what direction the final gameplay takes because the setting is very intriguing to me. And in Pilo and the Hollow Book, you'll explore new planets and create an encyclopedia of the world by turning everything you see into stickers. The visuals remind me a ton of Bastion, and you get to make your very own sticker book. What's not to like here? Tethergeist is another one I learned about here on YouTube. The premise is simple. Traverse a mystical world by separating and rejoining with your ghost. And you can learn more about the game's creation, challenges, and inspirations through the developer's various devlogs. Another one that's got some great videos on it is Critter Crosser. It's a procedurally animated monster taming / breeding game where you can combine any two creatures to create a myriad of horrifying and cute monster friends. And finally, here's one with a wonderful demo that'll totally get you hooked, Mushroom Musume. Raise a mushroom from a spore into a fine young woman, then discover the twists and turns her life may take in this creepy cute fairy tale life simulation game. Somehow every decision you make manages to feel huge and life-changing, and there are in fact a ton of mushrooms. And I actually like mushrooms a lot, and I even made a video about my favorite ones in gaming. So go check it out.